Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. And we're at part number 100. Jesus Christ. So last part we had our boss fight against Shadow Okumura. And we kicked his ass. And now he's having his sad moment. He's having his moment of realization that he's fucked up.
Breakdowns and mental shutdowns, weren't you?
Now it's time to find out what about the mental shutdowns. What's going on?
Answer me, damn it! Did you do it or not?
Not personally. I had a contract. All I did was make the requests to have them eliminated.
Yeah, so basically we find out here that
Requests? There really is a
Okumura is
mysterious criminal in
a
people's palaces after all.
even worse piece of shit than we thought he was. Basically he drew up contracts and had people who he faced off against, who were his competitors. He had them killed in order to advance his own potential his own potential political career, as well as pushing his businesses on. So yeah, the dude is a real piece of shit who paid someone to murder these assholes. So yeah, he's a real piece of garbage.
There's one more thing you need to tell us. Have you seen this criminal's face before? We'll just have to inquire
Come
about
on.
back in the real world.
Tell us. Fuck. You piece of shit.
Panther!
You couldn't give us an answer.
Shouldn't we bring Father with us? Don't worry, he'll be fine. We'll end up dead if we're not out of here soon, though.
Yeah, I like it kind of how Haru still doesn't quite have a grasp on what's going on here. Oh, you know, and how all this stuff works. It's kind of a nice little thing that she doesn't get it straight away. Still not sure whether she's done the right thing though, which, you know, you can understand. Oh dear. Well, shit. That's not good. Finally, we get to see the guy who's behind all the mental shutdowns. The man in the black mask. Who is he? Who knows? So, yeah.
Will we make it?
Something's pretty bad happened to Okumura there, and this pretty much confirms at this point
Counting on you, Mona.
that this is pretty much someone setting up the Phantom Thieves at this point. I do like that as well. That kind of what's the word I'm looking for? The kind of escape sequence here is pretty awesome. Time to get the fuck out. I think that's like the second time. I think Kamoshida's palace blew up as well. So this is the second time that they've had to run away from a massive explosion.
You did a great job in there.
You know, Morgana,
It's all done.
You seemed almost normal when you took the treasure.
Oh? The truth behind the mental shutdowns remains unsolved, though. Okumura wasn't the culprit. Still, he did
Yep,
mention
so we
requesting
still have
people
no
to be
idea
eliminated.
at this point
He has
who
to
the
know
guy
who's
who
responsible.
is doing the mental shutdowns. We don't know who he is yet. Still. Bit of a pain in the ass. Damn, we still haven't found out.
Is this
And we got the treasure.
his treasure?
And it's a
Was
model.
a plastic model kit?
What's the matter? I remember Father telling me
Kinda
something
looks like the
before he
design.
changed. He said there was a model kit.
The
he
design
really
is
liked
very
back when he
cool
was a
actually. It's
child,
like
but no matter how
the same
much he
design
begged
as
my
the model
grandfather,
that was
he never got
used
it.
as the ship that was
Family could
that he
get
was
like
building, which is kind of
1,000
cool.
those kits, though.
Okumura Foods has been around for generations.
And it's
But it
his
was a
treasure
small
basically
company
because
until my father
when he was a
took
little
over.
kid,
My grandfather was a good man,
he was poor with
but
his
not the
family,
best
and
businessman.
his family
He
was
even
poor,
lent money
and
with no
they couldn't
collateral.
afford to
It
buy him
seems
this
debt collectors were a frequent presence when my father was young.
yeah, they couldn't afford to buy that model kit, and so he always wanted it and always revered after it, but never got it. And so as a result, he kind of
Whoa! This thing's insane.
endeavoured that he would never be poor again, which is why he ended up being such a despicable piece of shit. Basically
People are getting
doing
paid that much for a
whatever
plastic
the hell
toy?
it takes. You know, doing
the
whatever the
way,
hell it takes in order
What
to
exactly
for
is the
him
change
to
of heart supposed to
make
happen?
money and get higher, you know,
Soon.
get higher up the
That's all we know.
social ladder, as it were.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens until
So
then. Once he has
does
his
make
change of
sense
heart, we'll
as to
surely
why
be
he
able
would
to find out
think
who's
the way he
behind
does,
the
but
mental shutdown.
he's still a piece of garbage.
Yes, exactly as you
Back with the
planned.
SIU director.
Everything. From the phantom thieves targeting Okumura to them changing
Yep,
his
so this is
heart.
once again more confirmation
We've
that
lost our
basically
convenient
someone
source
is
of income.
controlling
But
it from
I'd
the
rather not
shadows.
risk his connection
That
coming
they
to
wanted
light.
the Phantom Thieves to go after
Okumura was
Okumura,
not
they
fit
wanted
for
to
the
set
legal
up the
world to
Phantom
begin
Thieves,
with. He should have just behaved
so that
himself.
the guy in the black mask could
Of course, without
kill
fail,
Okumura's
sir.
shadow.
I've requested that he handle the matter.
Oh dear, it's not going to go
Arrangements
well.
have been made. A sudden mental shutdown
And it's
will
from this
occur
point
at
kind of,
just the right time.
it's from the beginning of Okumura's palace
We'll
onwards that's
dispose
kind of
our
like where everything's kind of
disappointing connection and the
directly,
phantom
if you like,
thieves at
manipulated
once.
by
Two birds
the-
with one stone.
the big bad. Where everything's kind of being manipulated towards his design, if you were, if you will.
I've actually been thinking a bit about my actions this time. I was way too worried about who I am.
That's a
and how I
first.
don't compare to the other members of
Morgana.
our group. Turns out I just don't have any guts, huh?
You need to get some guts.
Thanks.
You need to speak to
I think the
Sagita.
reason I was so hung up on
But
wanting
anyway.
to be human is because I needed a goal of my own. Well, not a goal per se, but something bigger. I guess more like a reason to live. But now that I'm sure I belong with the Phantom
Yeah, so
Thieves,
Morgana
I
been
know
kind of
what I
acting
wanna do.
crazy just
You know
because
what
he's
it
been
is?
feeling that he doesn't fit in with everybody, and kind of doesn't have his own goals, unlike everybody else.
That too,
Get your own room.
eventually. I'm going to do whatever I can
do
to
like
make sure
that.
the Phantom Thieves succeed. In other words, our
Now he's found his
goals
purpose
are
to
in
help the
alignment.
Phantom Thieves succeed and
From now
to
on,
to get
I'm
us
not going
to
hold anything
move
back.
on.
You'd better put some effort in too.
Okay,
Don't make me regret my choice.
sure thing. And our bond with Morgana is growing deeper. Rank 9 are we now? Yeah, we're at rank 9. Chance to shield Joker from an otherwise fatal attack. That's useful.
Plus,
I
want
think that's
Lady
everybody
Ann to
except
be happy.
Haru who's
If
got that
my
now.
actions can help her achieve
No,
happiness,
Yusuke hasn't got that either.
that's more than enough for me.
It's everybody
I
except
hope you're not
Yusuke,
thinking
and
about how sappy all of this is.
for God's sake, Morgana. Like a cat with a bone. Lady Ann's not going to go for it. I can tell you now. I don't think she's into bestiality. Anyway. So there we go. We're all done. So this sets up the next kind of section of the game. Where we've helped Haru achieve the goal of dealing with her dad's shadow. So now she wants to. So now it's going to be the welcome party for her, and that's going to be pretty much the next section that we go to. Is the kind of the welcome party and the aftermath of what happened in the palace. But first, I'm back.
Huh.
How's it going,
Looks
Eagle?
like we made a great miscalculation, inmate. Contrary to our assumptions, it seems you have turned out to be quite promising.
High praise indeed from Caroline and Justine. My God. Who'd have thought that would happen?
It seems the rehabilitation is proceeding at a fine rate.
Yep, everything's going well. We just beat a criminal.
You are quite the
It's going well.
cautious one. Allow me to warn you on one matter.
Yeah,
Being at the peak may mean you are mere
I think that
mortals
we'll
for
find
your
out that will be very justified later on, but that's for later.
After all.
This isn't the game, it's my life, you bitch. Anyway, moving on. Time for the next day. Yep, and Morgana, it seems, is still having this dream. about him being born in mementos. I wonder if that's going to come into play later. We'll see. No way I was born like that. Of course not Morgana. Let's move on. So yeah, at the end of the day, Morgana's thing, what Morgana's trying to do or wants to do, is not really changed. He still wants to get to the bottom of mementos because he thinks that that's where he'll find out about himself, and where if he gets to the bottom of mementos, then everything will become clear. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. Anyway. So 8 p.m. tonight. Okumura is going to be having is going to be holding a press conference about him and about what stuff's going to go down. So it sounds as if he's going to awaken to his that he's going to confess his sins later on. There is more texting back and forth and dialogue if you beat the palace early, kind of leading up to that. But the fact that I did it, just before he ends the end of it, I think it makes more sense to do it that way. Kiki is probably A, because it looks spiky, and Kiki sounds spiky. Yeah. So anyway.
Nice going.
I'm a genius. Let's move on. Yeah, so that's pretty much going to be the rest of this part, is going to be us talking with the gang and meeting up and seeing what goes on with Okumura's change of heart. So let's wait and see. So now we're all meeting up on the rooftop after school. Yeah, and Harry's going to be late because apparently there's been a lot of shit that's had to be changed. So we're going to go up to the roof and do some gardening because, that's what teenagers want to do, I suppose. Let's go.
So you're the one who grew these.
I love that music. I love the music in this game so much.
You can
Such a
just
great
call me
soundtrack.
Haru. The seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well.
Oh,
This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
All I did was add some
what's he done?
how do I put it? Aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement. Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
I'm looking forward to it.
Why don't we plant you, Mona?
So it's time to transplant a bunch of plants, and this kind of thing comes into play a little bit later when you speak to when you start Haru's confidant rank.
It's not gonna make a difference.
Hey,
You find out that basically the thing that she can offer you is basically she can give you she can grow plants for you, like tomatoes and various vegetables and fruits and stuff. It takes a few days for them to come to fruition, but once you've got them, then you can get plants which recover, HP and SP, and of course if you max out a social link rank, then you can get like food, like vegetables which can fully replenish HP and SP of the entire party, which is fucking useful. It's kind of a similar thing to what Sojiro's confidant rank does, because he kind of gives you like coffee to recover SP and curry to recover HP, and she does pretty much the same thing, giving you vegetables which recover a large amount of HP and stuff. But anyway,
Guys, it looks like it will work.
You're really
so she's decided that we want to do something to welcome her and to celebrate her father's change of heart. So we're going to be going to Destinyland, which is definitely not Disneyland. And so we're going to have the whole park to ourselves for a whole night, which is pretty awesome. That's what you get when you get a rich girl into the party, I suppose.
In that case, let's do this. We'll just
So
celebrate
tonight we're going to
twice
go
as
to
hard today.
Disneyland and celebrate.
Sorry for disrupting everyone.
Haru joining the
It didn't
party
help
and
me after all.
her father having a change of heart.
Let's get back to it.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
For real?
Ryuji's reaction there. It's like, seriously, how much does it cost? Holy shit! That's a lot of moolah. The evening, and here we are. Yeah, you look at this. This is just. I love the background. The background is fucking beautiful. But this screams Disneyland. And I love how they make it kind of.
I thought if we were going to dine together,
They
it would be better to do it
I
somewhere
just
with
love how
you.
they do it kind of so that
The
it's
VIP life is incredible.
different enough,
Not that I'd
so
expect
that it's
anything
not
else from a private
so
rental.
that it's legally different.
There really
Like
is no
you
one
know,
else
like
here.
the ears that
We are the
Ryuji
rulers
is
of the
wearing.
Kingdom of Dreams. Is
The ears that
that
Ryuji is
just for
wearing
our sake as
are
well?
just different enough
That's
from
right.
Mickey's, and the one that Anne's wearing is different from Minnie's and that kind of
It's
thing.
not as beautiful as
And
you.
the
That's the kind of
castle is
stuff couples
just
say,
ever
right?
so slightly different.
Almost anyone
It's
would
kind of
fall
awesome.
for that line in front of a site like this.
Lady Anne, this view is not as beautiful as.
Come on.
Morgana, give it
You're
up.
getting way
It's
too
not gonna
excited
happen.
about this stuff.
He says
You
wearing
say that like
wearing
you're not
ears.
tapping into your inner child too, Ryuji.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
I did not.
Futaba.
You said something like that.
Ryuji, you're the adult.
Yeah, but
Whoa, look at
I
you
love
being
that.
all obedient. Is the Destinyland charm rubbing off on you?
I love that. You're the adult, you know. Just fucking calm down.
My, this is so heartwarming.
Honestly, I would have liked to see
Like I
the
said, I
parade as
love
well.
the background
Given
here.
how
It just
sudden
looks
the
so
request
gorgeous.
was, they couldn't get
The
enough staff together to
fireworks
do
in the background are really nice touch too.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Definitely gives off that
either way, this party's totally the best one so
Disneyland-esque
far. It's
kind of
freaking
feel
amazing.
to it.
it. I'm glad to see you're enjoying it. Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means. This'll really raise
Yeah.
the bar for our next celebration party.
Morgana's got a point.
You're already talking
Like
about our
they'll be
next
going to
party?
Haru all the time
you
to
think
try
that's
and get
somewhat
the next
premature?
party done.
And that party will be for me.
She'll end up ruining us.
Still, how do I put this? I met Mona-chan. got
I
to
don't
know
like
you
it.
off.
No,
Isn't everything going a little too perfectly? It's actually a bit frightening. You worry too much. I must just be overly cautious because of my
oh Morgana,
circumstances up to
you're
recently.
definitely gonna
I'm sorry for
regret
bringing
those
it
words
up.
in a little while.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
Yep, it's almost time for it to
Oh,
start,
perfect
so
timing.
let's get our phones out.
Father,
Although I would have thought maybe they'd try and get it out onto get some screen out there or something. But I guess watching it on their phones is fair enough.
The whole truth behind my company's labor situation.
Okay, let's find out, fat boy.
How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were with sanitation. And how my corporation acted
And
as
this
a
kind
whole
of
to
rings true to
cover
real life
every
to
facet of
a
the
bit too
system.
perfectly, to be
For
fair.
all of this,
I mean, my God.
wholeheartedly apologize.
I think the acting from Okumura's voice actor here is pretty fucking good. It's really great.
I I'm solely responsible.
So
We
he's
heard that
finally
dozens of your employees were forced to resign
admitted
due
to
the
his
mysterious
crimes.
illness.
That he
Furthermore, these happen to be officials who stood
that
against your proposal for overseas
sorry,
expansion.
that he's, you
The
know,
same thing also
the
happened to executives at
the
competing
horrible
companies who were
conditions
looking
that
to
he's had
expand
his
abroad.
employees
Is
to
all this
work under
true?
for very little pay,
Yes.
Was it all coincidence?
forcing people to be got rid
I'd like
of,
some answers.
people
About that.
dying.
I have a critical piece of
So he's going to
information
reveal a
announce.
critical piece of information, which is going to be of great use to us.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's
Nothing's going to
really
go wrong.
behind
I
the
can
mental
guarantee it.
shutdowns.
This is going to be it. We'll finally find out who's behind the mental shutdowns, and we can start the end of the game.
I am
Yes, it will be no problem. And nope. Joke, lol. This I actually I find this really fucking disturbing when he wakes up and he's like, oh my god. The black stuff kind of pouring from his eyes. That picture, man, that's so ridiculous. But yeah, holy shit, that I found that so disturbing the first time I watched it. It's absolutely vile.
Why did he collapse?
So,
Didn't look right at all.
because the guy in the black mask shot
Tell me.
Okumura's shadow and killed it,
What's going on? No.
that means that
That's impossible.
Okumura has had a mental shutdown.
You're right. We followed all the same steps. We made
Yep.
sure we just took the treasure too.
And I know it's kind of because we all know what really happened, but they have no idea. It kind of sets in motion a kind of thing where they're
We let the shadow live,
doubting
the real
themselves
person won't undergo
about
mental
whether they
shutdown.
whether they're doing the right thing,
That's how it should
and whether
work.
they've just been lucky that no one else has had a mental shutdown up until this point. So I kind of like that
What's wrong?
kind of thing.
This is the same. I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
But why
Yeah,
did they
so
target Okumura-san?
of course, if we talk about her first-hand experience of this, seeing as she saw what happened to her mom before she committed suicide.
I have to go.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
talk
you
to
know,
the staff
suicide in
before I
fucking
leave.
quotes, anyway.
Feel free to take your time.
Haru!
This ain't our fault, right?
I have to say, Haru's taking this. You know,
I
she's
think so.
surprisingly fucking
Welcome
calm,
party, huh?
despite
I'll
everything
get in
that's
contact with
happened.
Haru later. But for today, I think we should all return home.
I think that's a good idea, Makoto. So yeah,
It's been a while.
Okumura's dead.
Watching.
He's had his mental shutdown,
That's-
and we're still no closer to finding out
This is just
who
a
the real
hypothesis,
culprit of all this
but
bullshit
perhaps
is.
Okumura was bitten by a lapdog.
We just have to wait a
Are you
little bit
implying
longer.
that the Phantom Thieves triggered a sudden mental shutdown on Okumura?
And of course,
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned
Sai is
the
jumping to
useless
exactly
employer.
the wrong
To cover
conclusion,
their tracks,
um,
they dealt with Okumura.
thinking that it's the Phantom
hate to
Thieves who
bring
did
this
this,
up, but I'm actually here about that.
and they were working with
Did you
Okumura
find
to
any evidence?
kind of do his bidding, and
No.
they kind of, you know,
Actually, there's a
attacked him
chance that the
after
party behind these aren't the Phantom
they,
Thieves,
you know,
but
bit the
someone
hand that
else.
feeds, so to
How
speak.
do you mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves as well.
It is still hypothetical at this point.
So
I
yeah,
don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal.
I suppose Sai,
We
there's
will
no
find
reason
evidence
why.
on this,
There,
no
sorry.
matter what it
I guess
takes.
there's no reason why Sai would
By the
think
way,
it
I
would be
wanted to
anybody
ask
else,
you
because that's the only group of people on her
Yes.
radar, I suppose, about with this
You
kind of
haven't
thing.
looked at my
So,
laptop or taken files from it without
but it's
my
difficult.
permission, have you?
That's quite out of the blue.
Oh shit! It seems
There were
that
traces that
Sai
someone
has
transferred data from it.
has
There's
noticed
only a
that
small error, Papa,
someone has
but I
taken
noticed it immediately after I
taken
had that argument with you last
information off her laptop.
And that's why you suspect
So I guess
me?
it's only a matter of time now before
Please
she
give me a
finds out
break.
that it was Makoto who did it,
Are you saying you
and
didn't?
that's
As
not
a
going to be good.
detective myself, I honor the value of information as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you of all people would understand.
I
such
find this a bit
value,
odd.
Sai-san.
Why would Sai jump to the conclusion
I
that it's
apologize.
Akechi? Like, she's never at least
Who stole my data?
they've never shown it on screen that she's left her computer unattended with a catchy nearby. So I don't know why she would jump to this conclusion unless she just generally just distrusts Akechi. Can't blame her, to be honest, but there you go. So it's kind of an odd one. And it's also kind of showing further that Sai is kind of going deeper down this rabbit hole of feeling like something's going on, of like she has to get the Phantom Thieves and bring them to justice. And she's kind of going further and further down the path of by any means necessary. Says it should have been okay, and yeah, this is kind of the point where everybody is kind of like worried about Haru, but at the same time is kind of doubting, well, what we've been doing so far, is it right? Should we stop, kind of thing. But anyway, that's it for this part of Persona 5. Join me next time when we'll be continuing with the story, and we'll be basically we'll be dealing with more of the fallout from Okumura's death. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.